Well, hello. My name is GAT. Welcome back to Caffeine, Victoria's Legacy. Yesterday we hit a girl, and yeah, we're back into it. Before we start the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, and hit the bell notification to see more of my dumbass. Alright, let's get started. I walk into the main entrance and find myself staring at the main hall of the library from the upper ground floor. Lines of sun ray beams into the library floor from the glass ceiling, lighting up the spiral staircase and the nearby bookshelves. There seemed to be an insignia on the top of the wall, just under the window ceiling. It reads, Victoria. Do I see coffee beans drawn on top of the left of the crest? There's also a ship at the bottom right. But what does the cup emitting a glowing ray at the top supposed to mean? Dude, are you serious what the cup's supposed to mean? The cup is the coffee. What am I, dumb? No, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty dumb. I didn't even see that there was a cup until he said it. The librarian seems to be available now. I better go speak to him. Excuse me. Yes. How may I help you, sir? I like to register for the barista test. I was wondering if... I stopped. There, as the librarian doesn't seem to be listening to me anymore. He has turned around to face someone else. It's Lady Stanley. Fuck, I gotta do this shit. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't serve this gentleman first? Oh, I'm sorry. You can serve this gentleman first. I can wait. What should I say? Alice told me you can read minds. No, after you, my lady. I hate that I'm saying my lady, but she's a noble. It's not because I'm one of those neckbeards. Fuck, what are they called? I'm not an incel. I'm not gonna be like, my lady, with my fedora and shit. She is a noble. Okay? My lady. After you, milady. Ladies first. Milady? Wait, isn't that how peasants address noblewomen in the city? She's like, who the fuck is this guy? We need to put him down. He's one of those incels, isn't he? Someone, call the guards. Call the chads. Peasants, noblewomen. You have a very particular pool of vocabulary. Is she reading my mind? This is so funny. I don't have to say anything and she knows everything. But I better be careful not to think about anything that will offend her, such as sex. But the moment my mind triggered the word sex, I immediately regret it. My mind starts to visualize every movie sex scene I have seen in my life. My face starts to blush. Oh dear, you have led a very interesting interesting life, haven't you? Not really. I just enjoy reading. Anyways, so rude of me to not introduce myself. I'm Concordia Stanley, the governess of Victoria, but you probably already know that. So she introducing herself. She's polite, a far cry from what I was expecting from someone of her statue. Just then, I feel a nudge on my shoulder. I glance to my left to see the librarian staring at me. seemingly whispering something towards my ear. Introduction. Oh, I apologize. My name is Taka Knight.
Taka Knight, did you say?
Oh, now you fucking talk. Nah, I look like an asshole trying to do your voice, okay? Shit. The air suddenly becomes thick with intrigue. At that instant, I fear I might have said something wrong, even though it was only my name which was spoken. But Lady Stanley immediately gives me a smile, dissipating the uneasiness in the air. Are you fucking serious? Nice to meet you, Mr. Knight. Anyway, I'm only here to ask for a list of books related to the Raging Fire of Judith. Specifically, on books that may have a contrarian view of the mandatory death sentence. I'll come back later. Lady Stanley walks away, leaving me facing the librarian alone. The Raging Fire of Judith? Sounds like some fantasy novel. I wonder what it's about. That's when I hear the voice of a irritated librarian speaking into my ear. So, did you say you want to register for the barista test? Let me see. I'm afraid the next available slot for the test will be 2 weeks later on Monday morning. 2 weeks? 2 weeks on a Monday? That's the day before Taka Coffee House gets closed down. That means I won't be able to retest if I fail. That sounds like a shame. Now, would you like me to put you in for the test? But judging by your panicked tone, I guess you don't have much of a choice, do you? I really don't like the tone of this librarian, but I guess he's right. I have to take that spot. Yes, please put me in. Fine. May I have your name and the coffee house you are currently employed in? Taka Knight, from Taka Coffee House. Is there a brewing method you are particularly skilled at? Brewing method? The librarian spots my confusion and gives me an unfriendly smirk. I'll just put you in as to be decided for now. But of course, my advice for you is to have a serious revision before attempting the test. We do not want to waste anyone's time, do we? I can't stand the look on his face. Mr. Knight, are you familiar with the syllabus? No, not really. The test consists of 3 parts: cupping, brewing, and the coffee duel. Good luck. Aren't you going to explain what cupping, brewing, and coffee duel means? Oh dear, is there anything worth explaining? I mean, we both know that I'm clueless with everything that's happening here, so let's not pretend otherwise. So first, what is cupping? And I need to participate in a coffee duel as well? The coffee duel is just to test whether you have the ability to perform caffeine or not. Winning is optional. Phew, I can live with that. I am more worried that you don't seem to understand the concept of cupping. I would advise you to quickly find someone who can enlighten you on this matter. For your benefit, The Coffee Academia offers a place for trainee baristas like you to practice your skills. If you head down to the lower ground floor, you will find the cupping room, which is where we store a collection of coffee beans from around the world. Thanks to the generous subsidies from the crown, you are free to practice with the coffee beans as many times as you like. Now, is there anything else I can help you with? What else do you want to know? Is this also a library? Ah, fuck. Is this also a library? I can't imagine it to be anything else. The Coffee Academia is indeed has the most expansive collection of books and historical artifacts in Victoria. From history books to books about coffee, science, and technology, they all could be found here. Is there a certain book do you want to find? I'm here to assist. I'm fine for now, thanks. I'm in dire need of studying the history of this world, but I don't have time to read books. What else do you want to know? Fuck it, it's the Victorian insignia. I see. You have noticed the insignia on top of the wall of this building. That's Victoria's insignia. It also serves as a royal crest. The insignia dates back more than 200 years ago, when the city of Victoria was established by our founder, Queen Victoria. During her reign, Victoria was already known as the world's coffee capital of the world. The coffee beans representing our statue as the world's coffee training center. The ships represents Victoria's maritime strength after the conclusion of the Caffeine Wars. Victoria became the ruler of the Eastern Seas. Of course, we have the Cup of Eternity, which sits at the top of the crest. A symbol of the nation purpose of existence, the purpose for the Cup of Eternity that will lead us to achieve divinity. What's that supposed to mean? Why? To achieve divinity. I wait for a moment, expecting him to say more, but he just stopped there and doesn't add more to its explanation. What else do you want to know? I'll just look around. I'll take a look around, thank you. My pleasure. I should check out the cupping room at the lower ground floor. I head towards the stairways that leads to the lower floors. On the lower floor stands a hallway which leads to many rooms. I try opening one of the rooms, but the rooms are locked. So which room is the cupping room? Mr. Smirky seems to be kind of a person who gives a very brief and useless instructions. Someone's having sex. Did I just hear a murmuring sound? Huh? Where is it coming from? The sound seems to be coming from that room. Okay, great. An empty room. Look at all that mess. Coffee beans on the floor. The last thing I want is for the librarian to come in and accuse me of messing up the room, forcing me to spend the rest of my day cleaning up someone else's mess. What was that? Hello? The sacks are coughing? I must be dreaming. Oh wait, it's not coming from the sacks. The sound is coming from underneath the sacks. Someone's being crushed under the sacks. The sacks are heavy. Can't lift them up. Need help. I run over to the door and scream as loud as I can. Help! Help! I'm sorry, I'm not screaming. It's late at night, alright? I'm not gonna scream waking everyone up. The only response I get is the echo of my own voice bouncing back from the end of the hallway. Then all goes silence. Really? Not a single person on this floor? I thought this was a coffee academia. How can the cupping room be so empty? Don't you guys love coffee? ... No help is coming. I run back to the back of the room. I will have to try and lifting those sacks up myself. That's when I notice the sacks are trembling. Wait, are these sacks ripping apart? A sudden flash of energy forces me back. A flash of white light blinds my vision. I am temporarily unable to see anything other than white. And then I hear a loud thump. Bean starts flying out of the sack like bullets spraying towards the ceiling. Ouch, that really hurts. Wait, who is that? That's when I see her. Under the rain of coffee beans showering upon me, I see a girl in red uniform with a brass metal cap flying towards me. Rays of light shining in from the window illuminate her delicate long hair, which flicker like golden string. Her braids swing up towards the ceiling, sweeping away the reminder of coffee beans high up in the air. Her eyes are green as emeralds, birthstones, shining brightly and reflecting a vivid tone. She gives me a bewildered stare, and in her eyes I see my own reflection with an equally confounded expression as she flies towards me. But even in mid-air, she still managed to retain her posture and dignity as our eyes meet each other. As if she is greeting me, offering our first introduction. It's a rendezvous in the air. I catch her hands, embracing the tenderness of her skin, expecting the momentum of her body to push me back. But instead of a hard impact, she softly lands into my arms like a soft, cuddly teddy bear, as if she was floating in the air all along. And as she draws close, my nostrils are drowned in a sea of daffodils. The richness of her scent puts me into a dreamy trance. That's when she smiles at me.
Phew! I thought I was going to drown in there.
What the fuck happened?
Luckily, I still had some caffeine flowing through my veins. Enough to blast them all away. Thank you for saving me.
I didn't do jack shit.
I could have hit my head if you hadn't broken my fall.
Really? You were like slowly descending like a teddy bear. Like a feather, I meant. I didn't do anything, really. I was like a spoon.
A spoon? What do you mean by a spoon?
Yeah, a spoon. Floating in a room, it got lucky and caught some sugar flying in the air. It's, sweet.
You're funny.
That burst of light, it comes from her. Was that the power of caffeine? The girl with a strange metal cap looks around. Coffee beans are now scattered everywhere.
Oh no! I made such a mess.
I'm not gonna lie. I kinda like her a little bit. Just look at her hair. It reminds me of, that Pixel Fit game, the Crystalline. Kind of. Just a face. You know what? Looking again? Not even. I'm sorry. I wasted your time.
This is going to take a while to clean up.
What happened? Why were you under the pile of sacks?
Because a shipment of very special coffee beans arrived this morning.
Special coffee beans?
Yes, a shipment of Mayan coffee beans that everyone in Victoria has been waiting for. I ordered a sack which was due to arrive this morning. But the delivery person stacked it high up on the shelf.
Okay.
I didn't want to bother anyone, so I tried getting it myself.
Bad idea.
But then the whole pile fell on top of me. That's how I ended up stuck underneath.
Of course. Okay. You're lucky you didn't get hurt. You should have asked for help. Luckily, they fell. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hold you in my arms. Okay. That's too thirsty. I'm sorry. Luckily you didn't get hurt. That's a safe answer. But I'm gonna say this one because she could have really hurt herself, guys. You should have gone and asked for help. Those sacks are heavy. You could have easily hurt yourself.
Are you lecturing me?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I am an adult. I do not need you to lecture me.
I am an adult too, so yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to lecture you. Oh no, she's angry. I should be more tactful. Okay, she's just fucking around. Why are you laughing?
Don't be so apologetic. I was just kidding. I'm not angry at all.
What? What? You were just kidding?
I wanted to continue teasing you, but I felt bad when I saw your face.
Is she flirting with me?
But what you said is both accurate and reasonable. I should have asked for help. Every time I want to be more independent and not rely on someone else, I end up causing more trouble. I am so useless.
No, you're not. And it's okay to ask for help sometimes, you know? Like, we can't do everything by ourselves. Because if we can, we wouldn't be human, you know? We wouldn't learn from our mistakes. So, I don't know. Next time, ask for help, you know? Her emotions are everywhere. Hey, but you didn't manage to get the sacks down from the shelves, right?
You mean how I managed to knock them off the shelf and now they are scattered all over the floor?
Right, but look on the bright side. They are now on the floor, so you don't have to worry about getting crushed again. She's not buying it. She's not impressed, is she?
You are so funny.
Who the fuck is this chick? She's like mad. She's like sad. And it's like, jolly good show. It's like, what the fuck, man?
But thank you. I feel much better now.
Phew. But what's so special about these coffee beans?
Let me explain.
Ah, motherfucker. They are... You know what? I'm just gonna give her this voice. There are coffee beans from the Mayan highlands, from a family estate with only 500 hectares, grown on altitudes of 9,050 to 2,250 meters above sea level. The valley is hot during the summer due to the enclosed valleys, but the mist from the Pacific Ocean cools the valleys down to 50 degrees during the nights. The shades and cover allow the coffee cherries to absorb more sugar and produce more acids, giving it a sweeter and sugary taste with a yellow fruit characteristic. The valleys are more surrounded by active volcanoes. The soil is rich with earthly flavors, making it one of the most versatile coffee beans to be produced this year. I only understood half of what you just said. But from what I gather, you're basically saying that these are excellent coffee beans. Not only are they excellent coffee beans, they are very rare and is well produced as a micro batch. The state has only shipped 7 sacks of these coffee beans this year, and only 2 sacks were shipped to Victoria. And 1 sack is now laying on the floor in front of us. 7 sacks in the whole world? This is an expensive mess. Yes, it is an expensive mess, but very much worth it. If I could have a cup of Mayan coffee from this estate every morning, I'll be able to perform a variety of caffeine, like teleportation, vaporization, and telepathy. Telepathy? You mean you can read my mind? Need to close my mind? That's really cool. Can you teach me? You are cute, you are cute, you are cute. I think it's funnier if I close my mind. I take a step back. It's like, the fuck? What if she's reading my mind now and seeing all my dirty thoughts? I better shut my mind out. Are you alright? She's reading my mind now. I have to stop thinking. I can't read your mind. I haven't had a cup of coffee yet. You are reading my mind right now. Anyone would figure out what you're thinking right now. You are such a funny person. Actually, you're right. Sorry, we haven't introduced ourselves yet. I'm Taka, and you are?
Who am I?
Finally, shit.
Oh, of course, because we have not been introduced yet.
That's what I said.
You can call me Eliza. I come here to practice cupping every day. What about you, Taka? Why are you here?
I am here to register for the barista test. Oh, the barista test? You are very brave. I've always have high respect for baristas who work hard to achieve their dreams. Yep. Tell me about it. My childhood dream was to become a barista and brew coffee every day. I heard they just changed the syllabus last week. They changed the syllabus? Yes. Baristas will need to pass a cupping duel as well. I heard the pass rates fell to 30% after they made this change. 30%? I'm doomed. What's wrong, Taka? Embarrassed to say, but not only am I hopeless in caffeine, I actually don't even know what cupping means. Cupping is just the observation of taste and aroma of a coffee brew. If you want to practice cupping and the coffee duel, I am happy to help you. You will help me? Of course, you saved my life. This is my opportunity to repay you. Today is probably not a good time to go over it, as I will need to clean up this room. I will need to sort the coffee beans. Some beans from different sacks were mixed up, but I'm here every day except for Sunday, so you can drop by anytime you like. Really? You're going to help me? I'm speechless. But, did she say she was going to clean up this room? I look over her head, and coffee beans are scattered around every corner. It feels like a lot of work for one person. Should I help her? But I promised Alice I'll be back by noon. It's already past noon by now. This is a problem. Will Alice be angry? Eee. Fuck, man. I would be like Taka right now, shitting bricks because because I like to keep my promises, and like if I say I'll be somewhere, I'll be there. But I'm not gonna let a person, don't get me wrong, she is a woman, but I'm not gonna let a person clean up something by themselves. Fuck. Well, if you like this video, you could comment down below. No, I'm just kidding. Shit, man. You know what? I'm gonna go with Alice. Because Alice is not a bipolar person. I'm sorry. It was nice meeting you today, but I have to go now.
Oh, you have to leave so soon? Please do come back and visit me.
I will. Next time I'll help you clean. No worries.
It feels like my lucky day to have met a new friend.
Yay, we're friends.
You are so funny. You sound like a happy pirate with your yays.
I do? Why don't you shout with me as well?
Shout with you?
Yes, like this. I spread out my arms horizontally outwards and shout out loud. Yay, we're friends. She's like, the fuck you doing?
Yay, we're friends.
That is so cringy. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Taka? Let's just get out of here. Eliza expressed much enthusiastic as my cat, Bobo, whenever I throw her a fur ball. No, you need to spread your arms out to increase your lung capacity. Am I literally gonna draw this out? Dude, seriously, I should just I should just help her clean the room. It would have been more faster.
But that's so embarrassing. Do I really need to?
Maybe next time?
Sure, we can try to shout together next time. That would be fun.
I return to the upper ground floor. The librarian stares at me as if I was a giant moth. Yes, when you see a giant moth, you will be somewhat scared, but at the same time curious at its beautiful patterns on its delicate wings. But after you're done appreciating the patterns, all you want is for the moth to fly away. Were you downstairs all this time? I did not see you in the cupping room while I was there earlier. You didn't see me. I was inside a cupping room the whole entire time. There was someone else in there as well. A girl with a metal cap. The librarian gives me another curious stare, but says no more. He seems to know who I'm talking about. His silence is a bit scary. But who cares? I met a cute girl today. That's all that matters. She's going to help me with coffee cupping. Now, all I need to do is find someone to teach me how to brew good coffee. I better ask Alice if she knows anyone who can help me. I'm a bit late. Better rush in. Oi, who the fuck, man? This creepy bitch. Look at her. The fuck, man? A goth girl? She's standing next to the door, but not going in. I wonder what she's up to. ... Huh? Did she just vanish in front of me? What just happened? What the fuck? Anyways, I should go in. Am I not going to question that? What the fuck? Hey, let me see. Hey, Taka, you're back! As I walk in, I see Alice behind the counter, bustling, brewing a cup of tea. Have you successfully registered for the barista test? Sure I did. But it looks like it's not just brewing coffee. I need to learn caffeine magic as well. Really? I didn't know that was part of the test. They added it to the syllabus a week ago. The pass rate dropped to 30% after they made that change. This sounds really bad. I'm starting to lose confidence that I could actually pass the test. I know nothing about coffee brewing. I didn't even know what cupping was until today. And worst of all, I'd never performed caffeine before, but I'm expected to be in a coffee duel in 2 weeks. Alice looks really worried. She must be considering her options. She's just sitting there and be like, I'm going to have to go find a real job. Damn it. Like, how am I going to pay for my mortgage? How am I going to pay for my house? How are my kids going to survive? We're all going to be homeless. The jasmine tea I just brewed up seems to be too strong. Should I brew it again? Oh, is that what you were worried about just then? Actually, I think it's fine. Sure, Alex likes his tea hot strong. Taka, can you help me pass over this tea set to Sir Alex? Sir Alex? How can I find Sir Alex? There's only one customer at the moment. He is the gentleman with the tall hat. What the fuck? Only one customer? I didn't even bother to look around when I walked in. Pass the tea, piece of cake. Now, where's our beloved customer? Oh, there he is. Oh shit. I didn't even get to say what. I was like, your tea, sir. What the fuck, man? He's like man, what is he like? He's like what's that fucking play? The Phantom of the Opera, but with a fucked up metal eye. Holy beans. I'm glad I didn't shout that out loud. But he's probably already saw me freak out.
Haven't seen you here before. Are you the new barista?
Well, I'm still training to become a barista.
Oh, so, not a barista yet. That's a pity. I miss the coffee here. Do you want to know what happened to my face?
No, what? What? Your face looks fine. Oh, now I see. I didn't notice the metal. Wow, but you still look good. What? You're a freak. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stare. You know what? Because I did like that shit. No, not really. No, really. You don't need to tell me about your tragedy.
It is indeed tragic, my friend.
I probably shouldn't have said that. This Sir Alex guy doesn't seem to be too happy. Ah, fuck. I gotta do his voice now? But Life goes on, my friend. You either move on, or you fall into a vicious cycle of depression, unable to return to your former self.
I consider myself lucky, because I can still enjoy my cup of coffee.
Is this actual thing where it's like, I can still enjoy coffee? I don't see you as that different, Sir Alex. I mean, it was a shock, but believe me, you're just human like the rest of us.
Well spoken. As for my face, I lost half my face during the Civil War.
Civil War? What Civil War?
Too young to remember, I suppose. Many young lives were lost, fighting a meaningless war with a meaningless outcome. Half of my face was burned off by ghost flames. Flames from the darkest of caffeine powers. Caffeine couldn't... that feeling of a burned lung. I still remember the agony. My whole body was burning inside like a million hot chili peppers stuck against the inner linings of my body.
I fucked up. I'm sorry. Can I go back?
Half of my face was burned off by ghost flames. Flames from the darkest of caffeine powers. Caffeine couldn't save me, as I was in no condition to consume coffee.
I'm sorry, guys. Cause I'm using my pad, on my laptop. I'm just hitting my pad so, I don't have to click my mouse. Cause on my other videos, clicking my mouse was a problem. So, I hit the pad, but I leave my finger there after, fucking hitting it like a dumbass.
Oh, that feeling of a burned lung. I still remember the agony. My whole body was burning inside like a million hot chili peppers stuck against the inner linings of my body. That suffocating choke. I was unable to breathe, like fire spitting out from your throat every second. Very soon, my throat was burning as well, followed by the unending thirst. The thirst for water. The thirst for a humane end to all my suffering. The only wish I had at that moment was to die.
Okay, I should have chose the other option. Dude, you're fucking depressing.
Then I heard a voice. A hand squeezing me tight, telling me to hold on. Someone was coming to save me, she said. The doctors finally came and removed my burned skin, peeled it off, exposing my flesh to the naked air, like a crab without its shell.
My God, man, can you just stop?
They removed one of my lungs, which was burned and choked from the smoke of the ghost flames.
Fuck, man, you are super depressing.
They replaced my burned lungs with a mechanical lung and covered my exposed body with a thin layer of metallic foil.
I don't know if he's talking about the body here or right here, because that is not thin metal layer. That is fucking thick as shit.
They managed to save my eyeballs, which now can only move and rotate with the help of mechanical wheels.
Can you stop rotating? Dude, literally. This shit's not you're rotating both of your eyes. Just stop rotating both of them and just look at me straight in the eyes.
My life was saved, but I lost something very important. I was not fully human anymore.
No. You're not human. You're beyond human. Fuck, what's that show? You Are the Bionic Man. The doctors they were like, we can rebuild him. Faster and stronger. we have the technology.
But, alas, I was saved. That's why I owe my life to science, not caffeine.
Good. Just bring these guys the internet. Somehow, I could picture the agony, that pain, to go through so much and end up with so little. I start to wonder if it was all worth it. Just thinking about it pains me. I shouldn't dwell on this anymore. I'll leave you to enjoy your tea set, Sir Alex.
What is your name, young man?
My name is Taka. Taka Knight, sir.
Taka, did you say?
I notice Alex's human eye slightly twitches upon hearing my name. His mechanical eye is now peering over my head, staring at thin air as if he was deep in thought.
A couple of decades ago, there came a man from a faraway land. He was a barista, but of a different breed. He had no patience for the rigid dogma that Victorian baristas were deeply entrenched in.
Okay.
That's why he became the best barista Victoria had ever known.
I'm gonna hit my mouse.
He had no patience for the rigid
Okay.
dogma that Victorian baristas were deeply entrenched in. That's why he became the best barista Victoria had ever known.
The best barista Victoria had ever known? How come it reminds me of someone? Did I literally forget the father?
How I wish I could have a taste of that heavenly drink again. Then I would have no other regrets.
His words send my heart beating and my hands trembling. He was describing someone who was so familiar, yet spoken like a stranger to me. Okay, I'm gonna use my mouse. Fuck hitting the pad. What was his name, Sir Alex?
Name? Why, he opened this coffee house, don't you know? Named it after his newborn son. So, tell me, young man, what is your relation to Richter Knight?
Okay, that's how you say his name. Richter Knight. I was like saying Richard for the last three episodes. Richard Knight. No, it's Richter. He is my father. Do you know my father? I'm so excited and agitated that even the calm and serene Sir Alex is somewhat surprised by my reaction. His mechanical body makes a tiny tweaking sound. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, not at all. I see you have questions which I cannot answer. May I ask a question as well?
You have a question for me?
For starters, where are your parents?
Well, Dad is somewhere far, far away. I have no idea where my mom is. I want to find out what happened to my mom. That's why I'm here in Victoria. Sir Alex gives me a pleasant smile with his robotic half mouth. The smile feels awkward, but it's recognizable, a genuine smile.
It seems you have not been briefed on the treacherous path you've taken. Whatever the reason for your return to this caffeine-forsaken city, not everyone is happy. You have few friends here, and your enemies will come and seek you.
Okay.
Victoria can be a treacherous place. Do not divulge information so easily. You never know who's plotting against you. Trust can be a delicate thing, especially here in Victoria, where intrigue is a part of our genes.
So... okay.
Now, please excuse me, I'd better get going.
Aren't you gonna finish your tea, sir? But wait, I still have so many questions.
You have questions I won't be able to answer.
Is it because you don't know them, or is it because you don't want to? But, however, Sir Alex doesn't wait for another second. He raises up from his seat and starts heading towards the door. Thank you for coming, Sir Alex. I hope I see you soon.
Same, Alice. Get a barista soon and I'll come more often.
And then Sir Alex turns towards me once again. Fuck it, man.
Remember what I just said.
Alice gives me a accusing look. Sir Alex usually stays longer. What did you say to him, Taka? I hope you didn't offend one of my few remaining customers. He knows my father. Actually, Sir Alex does seem to know the original founders of the coffee house. That's the reason he pops by occasionally. He told me not to speak so freely about my relations. Why? What could he possibly mean by that? What voice did I give her? Taka Knight, did you say? Oh no, that's for the girl. Well, as far as Sir Alex's advice goes, I've already diverged my name freely to many, many strangers. Let's hope that Lady Stanley is on my side. But Sir Alex definitely knows something. Something my parents did that made enemies in the city. Is that why my father left Victoria? There are so many questions left unanswered. I should have demanded more information from Sir Alex rather than allowing him to act all cryptic. Fuck. The next time he comes, I will not let him off so easily. I'll talk to you later, Taka. A customer just arrived at the door. We soon forget our brief conversation with Sir Alex. We keep ourselves busy with a sparse flow of customers who leisurely come in and sit inside the coffee house for an hour or two. Most of the time, I feel like a straw man, standing there with nothing to do. We really need more customers here. I watch as the sun sets and the last customer leaves with the doors closing behind us. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. We should close down now. We're closing now? Don't we have nighttime business? What are you talking about, Taka? We don't work at night. Nighttime is for rest. Not to mention, I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. Alright, then we shouldn't stay open. Oh, I nearly forgot to ask. What are you planning to cook for yourself tonight, Taka? Cook for dinner? I might just go out and buy some food. Go out and buy some food? But all the shops are already closed. I know. I'll cook for you. It only takes me a half an hour. Wow, it won't be too much trouble. Won't it be too much trouble? It's alright. I can always make myself a cup of instant... Never mind. No trouble at all. I can make a quick meal for you before I head home. Half an hour later. Hey, Taka. You're Ratatouille. That's no fucking mouse. You made this for me? I look at the baked tray that Alice is holding. Eggplants, cardigans, tomatoes, and potatoes all sliced and arranged in perfect shape. The combination of onion and garlic with a hint of herb spread across the casserole released a sweet, appealing aroma in the air. The smell triggers my salivary glands, and my appetite has taken control of my whole body, and my stomach is stirring. I cannot control myself anymore. I can hear the potatoes screaming out in unison. Eat me, eat me, eat me. Yes, if you want to be eaten, the only thing I can do is to make your wish come true. I take a scoop of potato and gobble it up. The flavors and scents all explode like fireworks inside my mouth. I could feel the starch and fibers all melt into my tongue. If I was an anime character, my clothes would be ripping apart right now. Alice is a great cook. There is no defying that. Come on, really, Food Wars? Wow, Taka, you are indeed very hungry. I should have made more. Oh no, it's already enough for tonight. I'm just a fast eater. But I'm glad you enjoying it. I want to find more words to praise Alice's cooking skills, but I'm too busy gobbling up every piece of food in the casserole. No wonder Alice's dreamed to become a pastry chef. Talent like her don't come by often. This coffee house should be more successful beyond comprehension. But then, I'm reminded by the fact that this coffee house nearly got shut down yesterday. I wonder how well the coffee house is doing. I probably should ask Alice when I have the chance. How's your day at the Coffee Academia? Did you sign up for the barista test? Come on, Alice. Let's finish this up so I could just, end it. Sure, I did. I even made a friend. She said she'll help me with my cupping training. That sounds great. Is she really good at cupping? Or a student like you? To be honest, I don't really know. All I know is her name is Eliza. What is she like? A cute girl. She's a coffee girl. She's around my age with a coffee plunger on her head. And let's just say that. She's around my age with a coffee plunger on her head. Of course, I'm just kidding about the plunger, but it reminds me of one. That's just popular fashion in Victoria, especially for girls around our age. ... You know I was joking, right, about the coffee plunger? Just joking. She wasn't wearing those coffee plunger metal caps. Then what was she wearing? Wait, do you mean the coffee plunger metal caps really exist in Victoria? Of course. It's usually worn by cupper ladies, used for emergency when they badly need a cup of coffee. I'm just gonna say this. So that means Eliza's a cupper lady? But I guess that isn't really surprising. After dinner, Alice says goodbye to me, and I left all by myself for the rest of the night. I was too tired yesterday to notice, but today, loneliness finally sinks in. I've never felt so alone at night than I am now, all by myself in this coffee house, devoid of all presence of thermosesic. Even the moon is hiding its face. The counter. I wonder how much change. No, I don't want to remember it. Not like this. It's too lonely here. And these memories are contaminated. They also contain presence of my father. I'd rather not think about him. It's cruel to say, but I want to be in a place where there's only memories of Mom. In my bedroom, where the full moon faintly lights up the bedroom in a hue of blue, I sit on the bed silently. The silence here is deafening. I still remember the last time I cried, when I lost my mom. One day, Dad told me Mom wasn't coming back, and I kept crying and crying for the whole day. Mom.
Boys shouldn't cry. You have to be strong, so you can protect Mummy.
But Mom, she was so mean. She kept calling me snotty. She says that only Christmas presents I'll ever get from Santa is a snot remover. Wah!
You want to be friends with this girl?
Yes, I do. Because she's always alone, and I feel sorry for her. But she doesn't want to talk to me. She's always sitting there by herself, drawing really cute robots. I want to know how she can draw like that.
Oh, Taka, you're such a sweet child. But sometimes people don't want others to feel sorry for them. Why don't you go and ask for her help instead?
Ask for her help?
You like her pictures? Ask her to teach you how to draw.
But she's always so mean when when she sees me.
My child, sometimes all you need to do is ask. ...
I never knew I had a piece of memory of my mom. No, I never knew I had this piece of memory of my mom. Is this what bittersweet tastes like? I can feel it. My mom is somewhere in the city. I just know it. The time spent with my mom were the happiest days in my life. Everything after that was sad and depressing. I will do anything to find her and tell her how much I love her. I'll do everything to reunite with my happiness. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. If you like the video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to see more videos like me, and leave a comment. Alright then, I'll see you next time. Alright, bye bye.